Well, good morning. Welcome to a new Weeknotes video. We're feeling a little bit more positive today. I am planning out the week here, and it's mainly focused on video, as you can probably see. Let me just adjust you. Now, the green ones here, these are all video based. So I'm going to be scripting the pre-seed video about my pre-seed project. I'm going to shoot it tomorrow morning, edit it in the afternoon. Over here, I'm going to script these two pen plotting tutorial videos. I'll have those in the bag. And then end of Friday, I'll be editing the week notes. Because I have made a discovery, which is I classed all the video editing stuff under one umbrella. And that was thinking of them as all being the same thing. And the way I work is really getting into the zone in the afternoons, but sort of jumping around. My brain sort of jumps around in the morning. And I was trying to do video editing and script writing in the morning. That wasn't working at all. That's an afternoon task. But recording video like this, I can do in the morning. So Wednesday, I'm going to be writing the newsletter for next Thursday, and I'm going to write about that productivity, or what I've discovered myself. So I'm keeping the scripting and the editing in the afternoon, shooting here in the morning. Zine, shop, Zine, because I know I'm not going to do any video stuff there. And at the moment, admin and some page plotting here, because I need some more pages for my journal. All these are plotted here. I need to get all these sheets out of here. There's about 50 sheets in here, so I'm going to take out roughly half of them. And this is a pain in the ass because they're all sealed here. Need both hands for that. Hold on. So now I've got 14 sheets, 2 weeks worth there. Let's get them plotted. Let's time down here, 9 minutes, 54 seconds. All right, here we go. Lots of dotted journaling paper. A whole stack of them. There's 2 weeks worth here. Tomorrow I think I'll try it in the other 2 weeks maybe. So I was just about to nip out at lunchtime, but you know what? I think I'm going to give it a miss. Today is algorithmic zine creation day. Well, sort of. So this is a mock-up that has all these blank pages in, and it was used to help me figure out the page numbering. And there's about 13 blank pages in there that I want to fill with designs from a pool of around 20 designs. A couple of new ones and some of my previous older designs. The layout code has to deal with things like what happens on the left and the right hand side of the page. So here it's just got the titles of the designs and the page numbering. So 2, 11, 4, 9. And then of course the flip side of those. So we've got 12 and 1, table of contents, contact introduction, and then the cover and the back here. That all goes together. The other interesting thing is making sure that the table of contents is right. Now, other things on this is on the back, it's got the date and the time that this has all happened, and then the seed, which is a unique seed that gets fed into everything. So each one is unique, but should I need to recreate one for whatever reason, I can plug the same seed in and I'll get all the same results back out again. Now this one here is A5 paper that folds down to A6, whereas this one is A4 paper that folds down to like A5. I'm not quite sure which size I like the best at the moment, this one or this one. I think I'm going to go with this one. Anyway, that's what I'm doing today. And I'm just going to staple this and then use it as my new master copy. I need to get those numbers going there. So it's all good. Zine making today. Fun. feeling I may not have picked the best outfit for this morning. Let's do a quick end of day report as it's right at the end of the day. It's a good time to do it. So I'm still plotting out my journal entries. I've switched the fountain pen now because it's got a much finer line. And that's working pretty well. Let me come over here. You've seen this before, but let's go through it again. So I let Kitty handle all of that stuff and writing it for me. I think I'm doing a talk at... I wasn't sure whether I was supposed to say anything or not, so I might edit that bit out in a second. And I've also been working on the zines. So we're here. They're looking pretty good. So we've got the front and the back all stapled up. But I showed you that yesterday, I think. So sorry about the repetition. But I did do a little bit more code with them. I've done a couple more tests. But I'm not quite ready to show you that yet. So it's been a fairly chill, relaxing day. I've mainly spent it editing a video about all of these plots in the upcoming pre-seed project. All right, we've just voted, so we've done our civic duty. So that's done for the day, really. I'm heading back into the studio now to work on the shop code, I think. So go vote. Well, you would have voted already, and we'll know the results by now, won't we? So that'll be fun and interesting. Okay, let's go. Well, good morning. It's Friday, and in the UK, we've just had our elections, and we have a whole new government. And as you know, we don't do politics on this channel, or the social media at all, really. But what I do know is that society needs culture and art. It needs culture and art from a diverse number of voices and people. And it's very difficult to focus on that when the world around you appears to be burning. I often keep going back to the question of how do we carry on being creative in hard and good times? Because it's important. And here in the UK, we've had funding to the arts just repeatedly cut and cut again and told that it's not important. And almost to the point where you can start to believe it because, well, obviously there's much bigger things going on in the world that need attention than the arts. I'm feeling that's a question that I'm going to be playing with quite a bit, of how to remain creative when the world is burning. But for the moment, I'm going to get in. I've got a couple of videos to edit. I didn't record that much stuff yesterday. I was deep in the shop code, so I'll show you that when I get into the studio. Well, wait, you're too far away. Hold on. Okay, and then let's set up screen recording. Okay, now we're recording, and I want to do something on the screen so I can sync up. So let's select this title, clicking off. Select the title, clicking off. This is what I have to do each time to sync up the screen recording with this video here. Let's go. So yesterday I spent some time working on the shop, which has this here very unglamorous admin page, and this lives on Catt, and it has all of these things here. These are all the items that I've uploaded but haven't done anything with yet. And then if I want to list one of them, say this one here, I click on list, and then that should now appear down here. But it's not actually active yet. I haven't made it public because I haven't updated the quantity. So I'm going to say there we have one of these, and then I can make it public. And then that'll be listed on the site, which you can't see it on the site yet, but it is there. And if I click on it, PHA3, then here's a very rough page that I need to work out. And the Buy Me button is the one that's provided by Stripe. So if I go and click that, it'll take me to a Stripe page. This still needs a little bit of work, but we'll get there. It's all fine. I'm just going to ignore that for the moment and go back and go back. But this is like I said, the very unglamorous part of the back end of it all. Anyway, the other thing to show you is if we go have a look over here at cursor, Kitty manages all this shop type of thing. So Kitty will ask multi-choice questions mainly. Is this a print? Is it a plot? What size is it? What paper is used? What pens are used? And all of that type of stuff. And it all ends up in this JSON file here. So it's penplotter, so it's Bockingford watercress paper, the sizes, what it's drawn with, the type of pen, the color. It's an open edition, it's not limited, it's not variable. All of these different types of things saves them in this JSON file, and then that gets converted into the product details. So if I go have a look at this card over here, we end up with all this stuff down here, sort of the paper size, the print size, it's open edition, it's signed on the front, and then kind of this information here. Now, I don't like the format of this yet, and it still needs some work, but essentially it kind of works. So this needs to be prettified up. So I'm pretty pleased, but again, it's one of those things that is taking a bunch of time, and it's boring back-end stuff for artists to actually deal with. I don't think I know any artists who enjoy updating their shop. And now I finished with this, I'm going to set up some more pen plots over there because I'm trying to shoot this pre-seed video about it. I've got it all shot, but I need some B-roll. So this is the outline I wrote for my pre-seed video. I've written little notes about what I need to say. Hi, I'm Dan Catt. I haven't done one of these Tuesday videos for a while. It isn't a strict script, but it does help me keep on track. So I've got putting the pen into the plotter, press the start button on the plotter, B-roll of it plotting, take the plot off the plotter. This is how I do it. I do all these out cards, I rearrange them till it seems right, and then I number them all so I can put them back into order and switch between two camera stuff and B-roll. Right, I'm going to use this cotton rag paper because I really like it, but also it's thick enough that if I'm using this pen, I can draw on one side and then flip it over and draw on the other side. So I'm done pressing the start button. On here, I had to take the ND filter off so that I can actually see that. And it seems to be going over there. Let's turn that down a little bit. It's got a slight mistake up here, which is a pain, but we'll ignore that for the moment. So the next job is shoot B-roll of this plotting, which I'm going to do in a tick. And then what's next after that? Take the plot off the plotter. Right, so I don't really have to do anything until that. So let's get rid of this. Alright, so I flipped it over so I can do a second shot with it locked off here. I've got this on here so that I can check that the manual focus is roughly on this point here, which it is, which is good. And then I can set this recording. Let's do that. And because this is locked off and I don't have to worry about the time between me starting this and rushing over to video it, I can actually use the website over here. If I click plot on here, and then it starts. Over here, oh good. And now we just get to leave that doing its own thing for the next 4 minutes. Take plot off the plotter. Done that. Put the plot with the other plots. Okay, that should be good. So next one, show an A3 plot. I guess that's just like a B-roll of it out, and then show quick A6 plot. So we better do one of those next. Actually, you know what? I can't be bothered to replot it. So let's just hand hold it. So let's go. What we'll do for the pen plot outro is hang it from those clips and then just do a pull out, and that should be good, I think. Let's try that. I feel a little bit weird using the phone for this type of thing, but it's the end of the Weeknotes video. I'm going to have trouble now because I've shot a whole bunch of footage for the Weeknotes and also for this pre-seed over here. All on the same camera, so now I'm going to have to separate those out. Anyway, that's what I've been doing today. That's a little behind the scenes of shooting all these videos. So the pre-seed video should be out on Tuesday, I hope. And then I'll be also making the project live on Tuesday to open up for buying the following Tuesday. So then I can write about it in the newsletter that's going to go out on Thursday. Whew, okay then. I hope you all have a great weekend. That's going to be it for Weeknotes. I love you all. I think you're great. All right, go out there and enjoy the sun. See you later.